This conference will now be recorded.
Last week there was a question whether or not, so there was a previous program offered. It was called Mitchell County Economic Development Commercial Construction Incentive Program. I think it was also been referred to as phase 1 and phase 2. So the question last week, which Mike's not here, maybe he's online, or I sent you guys the email. I forwarded you guys the email directly from my attorney just so you guys can see his response. But with that program, it's not taxable income under the revenue ruling. I sent that revenue ruling to you guys, but it's not reportable as income, and a 1099 was not needed to be given to those recipients of the loan.
Thank you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I have your email up here. It says Internal Revenue Code 61, Parent A, so it was defined as.
So any questions about that? I mean, hopefully it clears it up and we can move forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other department head discussion? County engineer update.
Morning.
Good morning.
Not a lot this morning. Sounds like winter's not done with us yet, so we're kind of,
Put the blades back on.
we didn't take them off, but they'll quick connect. So we're prepping for a snow, but we're doing some other things. Just, we got some bridge repairs we've been doing, welding some H piling on some bridges that have some pretty bad piling. We ordered our salt, or at least indicated we were gonna order salt for next year through the DOT letting process. We are also, we've got that quote for that loader from CAT. We also considered trading in that old loader that we had, and then thought about trading in the backhoe. Since we've got that other little excavator now, we don't use the backhoe nearly as much as we thought we would. So they gave us some trade-in numbers to kind of bring the price of that loader down a little bit. So free up a little space and continue moving forward with the purchase of that machine. So, and then just as an update, I'll be gone Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday. So I won't be here for the meeting Monday or Tuesday. So that's all I've got for you for updates. We're still closing out projects, and then got some projects in the lettings, so we'll just wait for the lettings. So.
Very good.
All right.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Set public hearing for library grant agreement. We need to set the agreement for April 30th of 2024 at 8:45.
I'll move to set the public hearing date for the library grant agreement for April 30th, 2024 at 8:45 a.m.
Motion, is there a second? Any other discussion?
Roll call, Sydney. Aye. Tom.
Aye.
Mark.
No?
Jim.
Aye.
Motion passes. Set public hearing for agricultural society grant agreement. And this one, agriculture agreement is for April 30th, 2024 at 8:50 a.m.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Go ahead, Jim. A motion, second. Any other discussion?
Roll call, Jim.
Aye.
Mark.
No.
Tom.
Aye.
Sydney.
Aye.
Motion passes. Then we have set public hearing for MEDC grant agreement at April 30th, 2024 at 8:55 a.m.
Correction for that MCED.
Sure.
I'll make the motion.
Okay. Got a motion, is there a second?
I'll second.
Yeah, second. Any other discussion?
Roll call, Todd.
Aye.
Mark.
No.
Sydney.
Aye.
Jim.
Aye.
Number 10, we have set public hearing for 2024 Mitchell County Urban Renewal Plan Amendment. That is at April 30th, 2024 at 9 a.m.
Go ahead, Todd.
I'll move to make that motion.
We have a motion, is there a second?
Second.
Any other discussion?
Roll call, Jim.
Aye.
Sydney.
Aye.
Mark.
No.
Todd.
Aye. Motion passes. Items of note, meetings attended.
I had a few, had an HVAC meeting yesterday. They're in the wrap-up stages. It doesn't mean it's operating, but I mean, things are gonna start kind of happening quickly here as we go on. The VRF, they're gonna start, that's the variable refrigerant fluid, that's basically the geothermal field. They're gonna start that up this week. And there's still 1 week of installation that needs to be done to a lot of things. Also, the things that need to be completed yet is, and this sounds like a lot, but some of these are just smaller items, I guess what you could say. They need to get the fluid cooler going, small boiler needs to get installed and up and going. And the small boiler is just to maintain the loop temperature in case things get super cold, we need to maintain that temperature. That's all that's for. There's still some insulation, as I said, that needs to be done. Miscellaneous duct work in the attic to hook up to the DOS unit that's up there. Plan on starting up on the 21st, start up the controls side of it. And when we get the controls are the electronic part that manages the whole system. And when you get controls, they're already pre-programmed, but they're generically pre-programmed. And so what has to happen is the tech needs to get in there and fine tune it for basically every room and make it fit our facility. So they plan on doing that the 21st, and it'll have to do with the 4 air handlers that are in the mechanical room downstairs. They test it for the hot side of it, the cool side of it, and a combination of both. So there's a lot of fine tuning involved with that. There's some other things, but that's pretty much the bulk of that. Had a Mitchell County Community Health Needs Assessment and Health Improvement Plan meeting. And this is something that was put together to assess. They targeted 4 areas in Mitchell County, one being mental health, another being immunizations, another being health styles and obesity, which is related to physical inactivity, and preventative health care. And I'm on the mental health side of it. There are people on this committee that are far more knowledgeable about this than what I am, but I'm here to just pretty much report of what they know how to do things. So there's things that this committee is formed in order to improve these things in Mitchell County, and there's goals that are set forth in order to obtain that. What was discussed was presentations and booths that might be happening within the county to promote better mental health for people. A couple of ideas for presentations was the Rotary and the Lions Club to just tell them how things are going in Mitchell County. And there's going to be a mental health training seminar, and the hospital is doing staff training on hostile patients in regards to mental health. And then the hospital's trying to get an in-house social worker to be part of their staff. So those are some of the things to try to improve that. Toured the Maple Heights renovation. That's the old Maple Inn is being turned into a dozen apartments. And he's doing a good job they are doing a good job with that project. Renovating an old building is always a big undertaking, and they're doing marvelous for considering the age of that building. So that was interesting. There's still some work that needs to be done to it, but they're doing a good job with that. Then I had a Osage City Council meeting last night. They set their truth and taxation date for April 8th at 5:30. That's similar to what we are gonna have to be doing also. And then I presented to them last night in regards to get their permission to put the library, the fairgrounds, and then the T-38 access, because it's within 2 miles of the city limits. Their permission to include that in our urban renewal area. So those are the meetings I had.
I had, FMC landfill meeting. We went over budget, we have issues with the haul truck, talked about that, how we can get those issues fixed. And, there's conflict of interest of meeting dates, so we had to change, we decided to move our meeting, so that's about it.
Didn't have any meeting, I just toured the old Maple Inn. It's quite a job. That's all I have.
I had an FMC early childhood meeting. We presented preschool scholarship grants again, $1,500 to 9 different preschools, which helps tremendously with families. We had provider updates from Learning Connection, Families Together, both Floyd County and Chickasaw County Head Starts, and no updates on the Iowa HHS, which everybody's slowly waiting for, so, from the legislature. And I also toured the Maple Heights. I think it's gonna be pretty awesome, but again, I'd like to tour it again in the future, so see. To me, there's a lot left to go, but the way he described it, it's just like a puzzle. Everything's gotta be done a certain way, so I think it's gonna be pretty nice for Main Street. That's it.
Manure management plan update.
One for Relo 2 site, 2388 370th Street, Osage.
Alrighty, any public comments today? Nobody? We'll adjourn the meeting at 8:48.
So the first